What did Carl Jung warn us about the dreams we keep having? Opening. Dreams that refuse to let us go. Have you ever woken up in the middle of the night with an overwhelming sense of dread, your heart pounding, your pillow soaked in sweat? Because of a strange, haunting dream. Have you wondered why those images that seem meaningless can leave you unsettled for the entire day? Why do you keep having the same kinds of dreams over and over again? Falling from great heights, being chased, or wandering through an endless maze. These are not random products of the brain. They are the quiet voice of the unconscious, of the shadow that Carl Jung once warned us about. In a modern world filled with distractions and existential crises, dreams are messages from the deepest layers of the soul, places you may never have truly dared to enter. Today's video is a journey into the inner world, where dreams are not merely images, but symbols, keys that unlock your true nature. Through the lens of Carl Jung, and in the spirit of awareness taught by Stoic philosophers such as Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca, we will decode the deep warnings hidden within common dreams. This is not a lecture, it is an invitation. Do you dare to face your own shadow? Let Stoicism Jungian walk with you on the path of self-awareness and healing. If this video touches something deep within you, don't forget to subscribe, press like, and share it with those who are silently struggling with themselves. Part 1. The Gateway of the Shadow, Shadow and the Denial of the Self. Carl Jung once said, "Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate." Recurring dreams are not accidental. They are calls from the shadow, the rejected, suppressed aspects within you. A person who constantly dreams of running away is often fleeing from a part of themselves they are afraid to face. Someone who dreams of losing control may be living under excessive repression, never allowing their true self to be expressed. Marcus Aurelius wrote in Meditations, "Look within. There is a source of strength that will always spring up if you keep looking. The shadow is not something to escape from. It is where you must enter to find the light. The shadow is not your enemy. It is the part of you that has not yet been understood." Stoicism teaches us to master emotions through reason. But Jung adds a deeper layer. You cannot control what you are not aware of. Dreams are where the shadow reveals itself most honestly. Dreaming of doing something terrible, of accidents, or of chaos does not mean you are bad. It means a part of you has been neglected. When you stop resisting the shadow, the healing process begins. Part 2. Silent Symbols, Archetypes, and the Call of the Unconscious. In every dream, certain images repeat themselves. An old man, a child, a warrior, a forest. Jung called these archetypes ancient patterns representing universal psychological energies. Whenever you dream of an unfamiliar figure, ask yourself, what does this person represent within me? When Epictetus taught, "It is not things themselves that disturb us, but our judgments about them," he was also pointing to the power of reinterpretation, something archetypes enable. Every symbol is a doorway to deeper self-understanding. If you frequently dream of being weak or passive, perhaps the warrior archetype within you has been forgotten. If you constantly dream of being lost, perhaps the sage, the inner guide, is asking to be awakened. Jung did not encourage literal dream interpretation. He invited us to dig deeper, to uncover the message behind the symbol. When combined with Stoicism, dreams no longer control you emotionally. Instead, they help you reclaim authorship of your life. Part 3. Persona, the mask we wear. Are you living as your true self, or as the version society wants you to be? Persona, the social mask Jung described, is something many of us wear daily without realizing it. Dreams of being naked in public, having secrets exposed, or being judged are wake-up calls from a cracking persona. Seneca warned, "A person who does not live according to their own nature is a traitor to themselves." Stoicism does not teach us to live to please others, but to live according to logos, the natural reason within us. When you dream of your mask being torn away, or of being forced to perform, your unconscious is asking you to stop, to remove the mask, and to live truthfully. These dreams often appear when you are overwhelmed by expectations from family, society, or social media. They invite you back to your authentic self. The courage to live truthfully is something both Jung and the Stoics deeply agreed upon. And only when you touch your inner truth do you become truly free. If this content brings you clarity or lightness, pause for a moment, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with those searching for their way back to themselves. Stoicism. Jungian is here to walk with you. Part 4. Fragmentation of the self. Dreams of a shattered identity. Have you ever dreamed of being split into two? Of another you watching from afar? Or of acting like a stranger, as if controlled by something else? These dreams are not meaningless. They are vivid expressions of self-fragmentation, a condition Jung saw as the result of living too far from one's true self. Jung called the journey back to wholeness individuation, the integration of all inner parts into a complete person. When we live under too many expectations, roles, and pressures, the self fractures. Dreams of being lost in a maze or divided selves reflect this inner rupture. Epictetus said, "No one is free who is not master of himself." Mastery is not just control over behavior or emotion. It is the acceptance of all parts of oneself, including weakness, wounds, and mistakes. Stoicism does not turn us into emotionless machines. It teaches us to place everything under the light of reason, to recenter ourselves. When reason is combined with intuition, awakened through dreams, it becomes a guiding lighthouse inward. When you dream of arguing with yourself or being controlled by another self, these inner parts are yearning to be integrated. Jung emphasized, "You cannot awaken unless you realize you are divided." People with mild depression, anxiety, or chronic disorientation often experience such dreams, not because they are weak, but because an internal battle is unfolding between the ideal self and the real self. Dreams become the bridge that allows recognition and healing. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Do not seek perfection outside yourself. Everything you need is already within you." Applied to dream analysis, this idea is profoundly healing. Dreams do not demand immediate change. They invite honest, non-judgmental reflection. To heal fragmentation, Jung suggested dialogue with each inner part. Stoicism provides stability throughout this process, preventing panic or escape. If you repeatedly dream of being chased by other versions of yourself, it may be your shadow, wounded child, or rebel archetype asking to be heard. Do not push these dreams away. Write them down. Reflect. Ask, which part of me is being abandoned? When you listen, fragmentation begins to mend. Stoicism speaks of inner harmony, living without contradiction within oneself. This is also Jung's ultimate goal in individuation, not becoming someone else, but becoming fully yourself. Part 5. Dreams and the Call to Awakening. Consciousness through unconscious images. Some dreams do not terrify or haunt you, yet leave a strange, lingering feeling, as if something has quietly opened inside you. Perhaps you walk along an unfamiliar road, see a gentle light in the distance, or speak with someone you have never met but feel deeply connected to. According to Jung, these are awakening dreams, subtle calls from the soul urging you to return to yourself. In Jungian theory, such dreams often appear at the threshold of inner transformation. They may represent the wise old man or wise woman, the symbol of inner wisdom. These dreams commonly appear in people searching for meaning or after major life upheavals. They whisper gently, "Keep going. This path is real." Marcus Aurelius reminded us, "Each morning, remember you are alive and have the chance to live according to your nature." Awakening dreams are that reminder. From the depths of the unconscious, Stoicism builds inner strength to remain steady. But steadiness must be guided by a meaningful direction, and that is where dreams enter. When reason is strong, dreams can be listened to without superstition or emotional overwhelm. A dream of flying, floating above clouds, or standing peacefully in nature may be the unconscious encouraging release, letting go of what no longer serves you. Epictetus taught, "We are not disturbed by events, but by our reactions to them." Dreams, when understood rightly, soften frozen hearts and open new ways of responding, with wisdom and compassion. Some dreams recreate simple moments, a shared meal, holding someone's hand, a quiet sunset. Often, these images point to something lost, presence, connection, or love. They are not meant to trap you in nostalgia, but to awaken you to what truly matters. Jung said, "One does not become enlightened by imagining figures of light, but by making the darkness conscious. Once darkness is faced, light arrives, often in the peaceful dreams we overlook." Not every dream requires complex interpretation. Sometimes, staying with the feeling is enough. Dreams speak not in logic, but in resonance. If you listen, each night becomes a step toward awakening. Part 6. Individuation. The journey back to the unique self. Have you ever felt, "I am no longer myself"? Even with success, recognition, or stability, you may feel empty, as if something essential has been lost. This is the sign of drifting away from your original self. Jung called the return individuation, the journey back to the unique, authentic self. Individuation is not self-improvement or achievement. It is not becoming someone. It is shedding what is not truly yours. Jung believed each person has an innate healing capacity, an inner navigation system, but it activates only when individuation begins. Dreams are the secret maps of that journey. In individuation dreams, you may descend into basements, pass through doors, or climb winding paths toward a mountain peak. These symbols represent stages of self-discovery. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Preserve your inner fire like a flame that holds its shape in the wind." Individuation is that flame. Stoicism adds discipline and intentional living. Seneca said, "We suffer not from fate, but from living without direction." Living reactively means living through persona. Living according to logos means walking alongside individuation. Individuation is neither quick nor easy. Confusion and crisis often precede growth. Dreams become the hand reaching out when nothing else remains. Falling dreams often signal release, not failure. Becoming a child in dreams signals rebirth, not regression. When you understand that no part of you is evil, only unaccepted, you develop compassion for yourself. Combined with Stoic reason, this compassion becomes unbreakable inner strength. Individuation does not bring glory. It brings truth, steadiness, and depth. You no longer need to prove anything. You understand yourself. Part 7. Prophetic Dreams. Illusion or cosmic reminder. Have you ever dreamed of something, and later it happened? A meeting, a conversation, a feeling of déjà vu. Jung proposed synchronicity, meaningful coincidence, suggesting some dreams touch layers beyond linear time. Not all dreams are prophetic, but some reflect emerging potential before reason can grasp it. Before World War I, Jung observed many patients dreaming of blood, collapse, and fire, symbols later mirrored in reality. Signs of prophetic dreams may include extreme clarity upon waking, repeated symbols with strong emotion, lingering psychological impact. Stoicism urges calm observation. Instead of asking, "Will this happen?" ask, "What message is this dream sending? What change is it inviting me to make?" Whether prophetic or not, the value lies in awakening and depth. Part 8. Awakening through the shadow, healing through dreams. Perhaps the most frightening thing is not strange dreams, but our indifference to our own souls. We spend our lives fixing the outer world, while the inner world quietly fractures. Dreams knock softly each night, carrying letters without words, hoping to be read. Jung showed us that dreams are sacred maps of self-knowledge. The Stoics reminded us to live consciously and with purpose. Together, they offer a compass in a chaotic world. Ask yourself, what am I neglecting within? How long have I lived by others' values? Do I dare face my shadow? Each honest moment brings you closer to wholeness. The journey may be solitary, but not lonely. For it is in darkness that we find the light that never fades. If this journey touched something deep within you, leave a comment below. Share a dream you have carried in silence, or simply whisper, "I am ready to listen to myself." Subscribe to Stoicism Jungian so we may continue this journey of inner exploration, healing, and conscious living together. Stoicism Jungian, awakening in the darkness, standing firm in life.